What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. As you guys know, I came back to YouTube yesterday. It was a great day, man. Schwarber had a huge day. Otani got a home run. They pretty much hit home runs at the same damn time. It was a very solid day for MLB. We cashed in on MLB, cashed in on NBA, and the bets at Greenlight Bets dominated again, keeping us over 75% win rate. If anybody knows anything about betting on games, 75% is ridiculous. A lot of people are lucky to get over 50%. We're over 75% right now. By the way, on my Twitter, at Cam_ATL, I announced before I went live on this video, anybody who joins up for greenlightbets.com, the bet site, will be their name will be entered into a $50 drawing that I'll be choosing at the end of the week. So if you get a package at any time this week, regardless if it's a daily, weekly, whatever, over at greenlightbets.com, and you join us for the game bets, you will be automatically entering your name into a $50 drawing that I will be announcing at the end of the week. Okay? As always, at the bottom of this video, comment anything down below to enter your name into the $100 giveaway that I'm doing with my return to YouTube. I will be announcing the winner on Friday. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's go ahead and get straight into this. As you guys know, but let me just reiterate, because y'all need to know, it's very important. Greenlightdfs.com for the DFS. Let's keep smashing. Greenlightbets.com for the game bets if you're in a state that allows you to bet on games. And then what else? GLDbreaks.com. We have 5 spots remaining for the NBA Hoops random division break. So go grab a spot over there if you like sports cars. All right, let's go ahead and get straight. And if you don't know what a box break is, I have a video a couple days ago that I recorded me breaking a box open, and you can kind of get an idea of what it's about. And you can see the kind of potential hits that you can get out of boxes and stuff like that. You can get autographs, all types of stuff. We had a box break not too crazy long ago where we got a 1-of-1 Patrick Mahomes, and that card ended up selling for $1,000. And to get into the break, it was like $75. So the dude spent $75, ended up getting a Patrick Mahomes worth 1,000. That is the upside that you have with breaking boxes, and that's why I love doing it. It's exciting and it's fun, and I'm able to get my hands on boxes for a very good price. So that's why I do that as well. All right. Let's get straight into it, y'all. Man, we had a big day yesterday. Let's keep it going today. I updated the projections on the optimizer before I came on here, so I can give you guys a good idea of what I'm really liking today. So here we go. We have, starting it out, Brandon Woodruff is the first main pitcher that I love. As you can see, I have him 3 points projected higher than the second highest projected guy. Woodruff's in a great spot here against the Cubs. They have a high strikeout rate. Woodruff has had a fantastic season this year. I mean, he's averaging like over 30 DraftKings points. He's absolutely fantastic. He's gotten his lowest DraftKings output against Chicago this year has been 20. The other games he got 31 and 31, both of them. So he's at home in Milwaukee. He's got a 31% K rate versus lefties, 29% versus righties. He's got the highest K rate potential on the slate, and Brandon Woodruff just also feels like he has a very safe floor. Now, SP2 is where it's going to come down to just, what you want to do. If you want more money for bats, or if you want to go ahead and just, spend up on pitching. I really like Charlie Morton. I have an 18.36 projection at 8.8. He pops in a lot of optimized lines with the Greenlight Optimizer, which by the way smashed yesterday as well. He's been popping up in a lot. I like Charlie Morton. Just depends how much you like the value as the lineups start dropping. If you have a lot of amazing value batting high in the order, then yeah, spending up for your SP2 will make complete sense. For the high five purposes, there is a cheap guy that I really like, and that's Giancarlos Mejia. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. If I'm butchering it, just let me know. If you're a Cleveland fan and you're mad at me, let me know how to pronounce it. But Gene Mejia is a solid SP2 option here at only 6-1. We do have a game in Coors. We do have some big time bets that you could possibly want to get exposure to. So Carlos Mejia gives you the ability to get a guy who should be solid. He pitched 6 innings last start, so he's going to get a solid pitch count. He's going against a bad Detroit offense. I just love him a lot. I think he's very sneaky here, with a lot of people probably going like the Charlie Morton range. I think Mejia is fine to be able to get you an extra like big time bat. And one of the bats that I definitely want to just have the money to be able to get is going to be Shohei Otani. As you can see, projected the highest at first base, but yet he is 4.9 compared to Freddie Freeman at 5.6, LeMahieu at 5.5. Shohei Otani's price went down after once again homering again yesterday. Now, obviously, he's not going to home run every single game, but Otani's just absolutely on fire, man. I mean, there's just no reason to fade him at this moment right now. He's the best hitter in baseball. He's the best, one of the better pitchers in baseball. It's just amazing what he's doing. If he doesn't win MVP, I'm not watching baseball ever again in my whole life. But Shohei Ohtani's changing the game. It's amazing to watch. He's an absolute monster, man. 298 ISO versus right-handed pitching, lefty-righty, going against Tyon, who gives up power. This is a fantastic spot for Shohei once again, and I'm just not going to be stupid and not have him in the high five. All right, at second base, I really like, there's a couple ways to go. Dylan Moore is a cheap option that you can go with, but I'm really liking Enrique Hernandez or Kike Hernandez, whatever, okay? Kike Hernandez has been hot. 21 and 19 the last two games. He's also been leading off, batting lead off in this for this offense. By the way, Boston's one of the highest projected totals on the entire slate. Okay? They're implied at 6 runs right now. Let me see. Let me verify what is the Coors game at. Pittsburgh's at 5.2, which is zero point 0.8 lower than Boston. All right, and then let me find Colorado is at 5.9. So the highest total as of right now is Boston. So Kike Hernandez under 4K, leading off, going against a lefty. He's going against a righty. But either way, I really love Kike Hernandez. He's in a fantastic spot, high total. Love him here in this one. All right. Last but not least in the outfield, man, I always like to side with this guy when he faces a lefty, and that's going to be Nicholas Castellanos. Now, obviously, you're going to have a lot of people going to that Coors game and getting as much exposure to that as they can. I completely understand. Guys like Polanco, guys like Brian Reynolds, those guys are very good prices for being in Coors, and they have some solid power. So I completely understand if you want to go that route. I'm giving you guys Castellanos because I feel like he might fly under the radar, and at a price of only 4K, he is an elite batter versus left-handed pitching. Blake Snell's not a horrible pitcher by no means, but Castellanos is elite versus lefties, and it's a 5.9 total by Vegas, so they're thinking Cincinnati gets to Snell anyways. So listen to these numbers. 424 WOBA versus lefties, 275 ISO versus lefties. Castellanos is a absolute bona fide lefty masher. I know there's a lot of people in the industry who are like, oh, guys hitting certain hands, now that's a fluke. That's not a big deal. Don't take that serious, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, it's in the numbers, plain and simple. I mean, and that's what you got to go off of. It's in the numbers. Like, throughout his entire career, he has mashed lefties. He's been fantastic versus lefties. He gets a solid matchup here where Vegas has them as a sneaky high total, which they might be slept on because they're going against a guy with the name of Blake Snell, who's not looked at as a horrible pitcher. And so, yeah, it's a fantastic spot here. So I love Castellanos to finalize that out and get a lower owned spot. But like I said, Brian Reynolds, Polanco, those guys, I love Pittsburgh guys. Obviously, get Pittsburgh and Coors guys, whatever guys you can fit in there. But yeah, I love those guys. Also, guys who didn't make it in, Tatis, Machado, the San Diego guys. I really like San Diego today as well. San Diego's in a great spot. They're implied at 5.2. We have a lot. Here's the thing. We have a lot of high-scoring teams on this slate. A lot of high-scoring teams. A lot of teams are going to put up a ton of runs today. It's about getting that right offense paired with the right pitching, and you're going to smash today. It's probably going to be a high-scoring slate with how high these implied totals are. So you don't necessarily have to force in Coors when you have 5, 6 other teams that are just as high implied total, and they're high. You know what I mean? So, but with that being said, a GPP route with everybody possibly not getting as much Coors exposure as they normally do, it's interesting to get exposure to Coors for sure, especially with Pittsburgh guys still being pretty damn cheap. All right, Pittsburgh is not the greatest offense, but they've got some power hitters that if you put in Coors could go off. So definitely don't sleep on those guys. All right, let's switch over to FanDuel. At pitching on FanDuel, I'm going to go. I have not updated projections over here yet. I'll be doing that after this, but you already know who my favorite. Sorry, let me clear this out from yesterday. You already know who my favorite pitcher is on this slate, and that's Brandon Woodruff. So I'm going to go ahead and just put him in there. Brandon Woodruff is my go-to guy. When it comes to hitters, let's go ahead and check our guys. Castellanos is 3.9. I love Castellanos today. Let's see. Kike Hernandez, 3.3, not bad. And then our other guy was Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani, I'm going to go ahead and put in here too because I think he's going to have a huge game today. Let's just check and see who the optimizer really loves today. Trent Grisham sticks out as a solid option. Dylan Moore is a cheap guy. Will Myers is a cheap guy. San Diego's definitely interesting over here on FanDuel. Let's see. Soler. Love Soler's one of the guys that I really like today. He's only 2.8 over here on FanDuel, so he's definitely in play. He's definitely a guy that I like a lot over on DK as well. Let's see. Ahmed Rosario at 2.6 is definitely nice. Akil Badu leading off is nice at 2.7. Mitch Haniger at only 3K is very interesting as well. Damn. Let me see. Let me see something real quick. Mitch Haniger facing the lefty Robbie Ray. I'm going to go with him at 3K. I like over here on FanDuel as well. So Woodruff, Otani, Soler, and Mitch Haniger is the core over on FanDuel. Back to DK. We have Woodruff, Mejia, or like a Morton, depending on how you want to go. If you want more of a bat or not. The way I'm seeing this slate early on today is that there's a lot of offense that I'm interested in. So I'd rather take the discount on Mejia from Morton range to be able to get me some bigger bats in these bigger totals, because I feel like there's multiple guys on this slate that could double dong for you today, and it could be huge upside for you. So Mejia, Otani, Kike Hernandez, and Nicholas Castellanos. Thank you guys for joining me as always. GreenlightDFS.com. Join the squad. GreenlightBets.com. Remember, you join any membership over there at GreenlightBets.com. If you're in a state that can bet on games, we are over a 75% win rate. So not only are you getting exposure to getting W's anyways, but you're entering your name into a $50 drawing that I'll be announcing on Friday for just supporting the site over there. Let's get it. Thank you guys for joining me as always, and I'm out. Peace.